mission today, if you choose to accept it, is to create a customized, kind of fancy snowflake. You'll notice my example uses Mickey Mouse. I'm going to show you how to use a couple tools and how to do this. Okay, so we're going to create a new part studio, and we're going to create a sketch on it on the front plane, and we'll view normal so that we're facing that direction. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to create two construction lines. So I'm going to create a line and make it a construction line. I'm going to start at the origin and I'm going to bring it up 3 inches. I'm going to create, let's escape. I'm going to create another construction line. So click on the line and construction. I'm going to again start at the origin and I'm going to draw this at an angle and I'm going to make that 30 degrees too. Oh, not 30 degrees, excuse me, 3 inches. So let's undo that and close enough. Okay, so now I'm going to hit the D key or I can dimension, and I'm going to say I want the angle between these two to be 30 degrees. And I'm hitting the escape key to get out of that. Okay, now I'm just going to get rid of all of these dimensions because they're just going to get into my way. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to import a picture that I found on Google earlier today. So I'm going to click here and I'm going to insert an image. The image I'm going to insert, I can import it. I already have it. I'm going to select it right here and then just click and drag. All right. I'm going to hit the escape key because I don't want to insert anything else. And I can kind of move that by clicking and dragging it. But notice I'm going to want to put it on an angle. So let me select that whole thing and we're going to go into the transform tool. Since that line is at 30 degrees, I'm going to put this image at 30 degrees. Okay, double click to finish that. And now I can click and drag and move this. And I want to kind of eyeball it and get it about halfway. Okay, I'm going to zoom in because we're going to use some tools we haven't used yet. And the first tool we're going to use is a 3-point arc. So I'm going to click on that and I'm going to make this circle around Mickey's head. So I'm going to click at my starting point, click at my end point, and then click where I want to put it. Okay, I'm going to put some more arcs in. Again, make sure that you are starting on this construction line. I'm going to click, and I'm going to approximate it there. I'm going to do another curve here, click, and so on. And I'm going to keep doing that for my Mickey. So sometimes it's easier to do smaller areas. I'm going to be happy with that. Oops, not with that, with that. Okay, I'm going to also choose from the center line to here, bring it out a little bit for the mouth. And it might be easier to make this part of the mouth with just the line tool. So I'm going to use that, bring it in, escape. Okay, I have some more 3-point arcs I need to create. So I'm going to create that. I actually don't want to do that. Let's go to 3-point arc. And I'm going to say endpoint, endpoint, and then kind of approximate it where I want. Okay, I'm only drawing half of Mickey because I'm going to mirror him. Okay, now I'm going to use the ellipse tool. I can find that where the circle tool is located. I'm going to make 2 ellipses here. One for the outer eye and if that'll go away, come back, one for the inner eye. And you could be a little bit more exact than I'm being. Okay, I'm also, oops, whoa, I didn't double click there. Okay, I'm also going to use the circle tool to make let's try this one, the 3-point circle, to make the circle around Mickey's head. Now I want to make sure I've got overlap here. Okay, so this is his ear. Okay, let's see, and all right, looks like I got it. Okay, I think I have all the lines I need. I'm going to hit the escape key, and I'm going to use the mirror tool. I'm still inside the sketch. So I'm going to say mirror everything using this as my center line, and now I'm going to select what I want to mirror, and it should mirror it. Once I have everything mirrored, I'm going to use the circular pattern. So let's zoom out. Okay, circular pattern. I'm going to grab that, and it's going to give it to me 3 times. You might find the 3x easily. It might be harder to find. I'm going to click on that, and I'm going to make it 6. Okay, so now I've got my Mickey rotated several times. Notice I don't have anything in the middle. So, so I'm going to undo this, and I have what I'm going to mirror here, but let's add a little bit more. Okay, so zooming in, I'm going to use the line tool, and I'm going to start from maybe here, draw something like that, like that, like that. Okay, and then I want to make sure my line goes, I think that'll be okay. All right, so now let's select everything, and we're going to mirror it. So I'm going to select this as my mirror, and I'm going to select everything here and mirror it. So I have my image, and now I'm going to select everything. Oh, and get into the sketch first of all. Okay, and I'm going to select everything, and now I'm going to do a circular pattern. Okay, you might have a hard time finding where that number is. It might be far out, it might be in, but I see it, the 3 X's right there. I'm going to double click on it and change it to 6. Okay, and now I have my pattern repeated. So, okay, I'm going to get all these extra dots. Do not worry about them. Okay, now I'm going to finalize my sketch, and I'm going to do some extrusion. So if I choose the extrude, I'm going to select all the parts that I want to extrude on all of the faces. Oh, I might want to get these little eyeballs in here as well. So I'm just going to quickly do this. Of course, you're going to take a little bit more time to make sure that you have all of the parts that you need. Okay, I might forget some eyeballs here and there, but I'm going to select all of these so that I have my Mickey, and I also have a cutout. Oh, and I missed a couple here. Another one here. Let's grab that, 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 and keep going. So one of the keys when you're creating when you're doing your tracing, your sketch, make sure things overlap. If these ears on Mickey did not overlap with the rest of my figure, I might have a problem. Okay, so I think I have everything selected. Oh, I just unselected something. Let's reselect it. I think I have everything selected, and I've got everything looks like it's connected. I'm going to click on the green arrow or the green check mark, and now I've got everything selected. Okay, um, let's go back into that extrusion. If I were to 3D print it, 1 inch would be really big. Let's make it 0.25. And let's see if we can do this. If I go back into the extrusion, you'll notice everything was a new piece. Let's see if we make them all an add. I have a bad feeling it's not going to work. It did not work, so we'll just undo that. It's okay, it's got different colors, but if we select everything and we right click on it, we can edit the appearance and choose any color we want. Okay, and click on the green check mark. Click on the P to get rid of the planes. And now I've got a custom, interesting looking snowflake. And I'd like you to do the same. Don't forget, if you want this to be an ornament, you're going to need to put a hole somewhere in it so that you can hang it. And we will be laser cutting these next week. Please do your best, be creative. An example that we saw yesterday was a stormtrooper. You could do anything from Star Wars, anything you'd like, but I'd say choose a rather simple design because you're going to be doing a lot of tracing. Okay, I'm looking forward to seeing your custom snowflake, and be creative.